What's going on, guys? Pulling PC here. So as you guys can probably see, if you're a T-Mobile user and you've been watching T-Mobile One is out, and there's a bunch of videos, including my own, that I'll link in the description, that detail why T-Mobile One is the worst shit ever. But we also have another thing to talk about. And now this is for any of you on Binge On. Now basically Binge On was the precursor to T-Mobile One, which will start September 6th. And basically Binge On was pushing all these different things. Oh, you can get this for free, you can get that for free. But really what they're just doing is slowing down your bandwidth and giving you 480p for any video, YouTube, Netflix, any kind of video that you could watch, they're slowing it. What I had to deal with was that I had unlimited data, and that by default they turned on Binge on everybody's account, which is a little bit questionable at best. Binge On started in November or December last year, 2015, and you know I've been having issues turning it off on my account. Now when I go on to my Tmobile.com or whatever, go to my account settings, it's off. It's been off since November, but on T-Mobile side, it's still on. So what I want to detail for you guys today is how I got a $160 bill credit, which amounted to 8 months of $20 per month of my unlimited data. I called into T-Mobile, and you know the process is a little bit longer than this, but the summated form of it is that I called them and I said, hey, you've been limiting my unlimited data for 8 months, and 8 months at $20 for my data package. 8 times 20 is $160, and I'd like that back, please. You know, it wasn't easy. You know, you have to keep your calm, and it took maybe 3 phone calls, but I eventually got my $160 back. And I'm going to explain to you how I did it and how you can do it too. Now, if you call into T-Mobile, the first thing that you want to do is to set up the basis for your argument. Before you start arguing, before you start telling them, you did this, you did that, I want my money, you got to stay calm, and you're going to set up your argumentation. So this is the first step. When I called in, I asked the T-Mobile customer service to connect me to technical support. Called technical support, talked to them, and got them to reverse the Binge on the T-Mobile side so that I could start getting 1440p and 1080p video, especially on YouTube. They took care of that, and then as soon as they were done, they were like, all right, would you like us to connect you back to customer service? I said, please. First step, I want to prove that I turned off Binge On. So I said to the person, I said, listen, can you check my account? Can you tell me if it says if I have Binge On off? And she was like, yes, I can actually see that you turned off Binge On in December 1st, 2015. I was like, okay, thank you. So I was like, let me ask you one more question. Can you tell me how much data I've used that's been applied to my Binge On? She said, oh yes, since the start of Binge On, you've used X amount of gigabytes of Binge On. I was like, okay, how much have I used this month? She says, well, you've used about 8 gigabytes of Binge On data. I said, okay, that's interesting. So now in my argumentation, I've proved that 1, I turned off Binge On, and then I've also proved 2 that despite the fact that I turned off Binge On, T-Mobile kept it all. And this is where you get the money. So then I said, okay, well, we've proven that I turned off Binge On. I've proven that even though I did turn it off, you guys still kept it on and were still slowing my data resolution, or basically they were limiting my unlimited data. So I say to her, listen, I've already proved that I didn't want Binge On and I turned it off. I've proven that you still were charging data towards Binge On, effectively slowing my unlimited data. I've also proven that by you doing that, that significantly decreased the amount of data that I was using per month, and that was your ultimate goal. So that's fine, but I've caught you. The first thing that they did was to offer me $20 for the current month. Wait, this is my girl calling. Baby. Oh, okay, I'm doing a YouTube video. You want to stay out there for a while? I'm just playing. I'll be there in a second. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. So, where was I at? Oh, yeah. So, I proved all my points. I basically, we went back and forth. So, they initially offered me $20 for the current month for my data plan. See, and I looked at, I talked to them. I was like, listen, see, now you messed up.
Definitely at 12:15.
Yeah, it was 12:15 exact. If I'm not mistaken, it was.
Now you see something. Now you see now. You done fucked up. You know that, don't you?
Now, if you just said, hey, listen, you don't have to get 1080p and 1440p or whatever speed. That's not part of our agreement. You had data, and that's it. Now, if they had said that, I'd have been dead in the water. But they didn't say that. What they did was they offered me $20. So I was like, now you've proven to me that I have a leg to stand on. So now I want all of it. I want $20 for all 8 months since December to now, please. The lady says, listen, we're gonna go through the whole system and look at your file, and we're gonna see what you're talking about, and we're gonna investigate, and we'll call you back on Tuesday. Obviously, they don't call me back on Tuesday. They're just trying to throw me off because they think I'm just gonna let it go. I call back Wednesday, stay on the phone, get another guy, and he initially offers me $80. He says, all right, we're just gonna give you $80, and that's all I can give you. And I said, okay, that's fine. Well, let me speak to your manager. Now, they don't want you to talk to the manager because for whatever reason, he didn't want me to talk to the manager. So he puts me on a brief hold. So he says, oh, okay, well, we figured it out in the system how we can do it, whatever, and I'm going to give you the full $160 credit. So you've heard it here first. You guys call in the T-Mobile customer service, explain to them how you have unlimited data, check to see on your account if you have any data that's being counted up towards Binge On. Now, if you have those two things going for you, unlimited data and Binge On data that's been added up, plus you've turned off Binge On your own, if those three things are true, you can call in T-Mobile and they will refund the full amount of your data package for whatever amount of months that you can prove that it was used. Now, for me, I just went back and I said, okay, Binge On started in November. I'm going to charge from December to August. I want $20 per month since then. And it took about 5 minutes, and I was immediately given a $160 bill credit. Now, that's not a lot. I mean, my bill is about $105 a month, but it's something. It's a month and a half worth of phone bill that I don't have to pay. And that can be money that you guys can be using too. This is your boy Pooh PC, saving you money. You know what I mean? All you had to do was watch my videos and you start saving money. Like, if you really just keep on watching my videos, if you mess around and hit the subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? You might save money every time you watch one of these videos. I'm telling you, stick with me. Pooh PC. We out of here.
She have talked to me, and me have talked to she. But the day is coming that we must meet personally. She have talked to me, and me have talked to she. But the day is coming that we must meet personally.